What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father at Amazon, Kindle, and Create Space. A link will be in the description box below as usual. This video is entitled Sabotaging Manhood. I was out and I saw guys, young men, young boys, with their mothers, and just too effeminate, you know. And then I started seeing quote unquote grown men who are just lacking at masculinity and manhood and comfortable in that, right? And I was like, this is, and a particular place I was at today, I saw them both in the same building. And I saw how some of the women in that building were operating. And I was like, this is not gonna work. You know, they tell people you can't teach a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man, and you're seeing it because the things that men wouldn't allow, these women are allowing. And what I mean by that is, these guys are effeminate because they're you know, a father is not gonna let you dye your hair every crazy color and wear clothes that make you look androgynous, or or don't fit a certain gender role. It's not a uniform of manhood. You're not gonna sit here and dress like Prince in '87. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna happen. But mothers, on the other hand, they let these boys, oh, he's just expressing himself. No, that's not a good way to express yourself. That sends off a bad message. You know, I see how some of these young boys walk, and it's like, y'all didn't address this boy walking like just a girl. Like, now he's a teenager and he's sashaying up and down in public, but he swears he likes girls, and it just doesn't go well. You know, I was seeing these young guys who are, how can I say, overly emotional, but really wanting to be masculine, but they realize that they're not built to. They could throw a tantrum, but when somebody says, okay, well, now that your tantrum's over, what you gonna do about it? They're lost. You know, cats can't think. You know, they get irritated when you put them in a position where they have to think. And it's like, yo, like, what, this is sabotaging manhood. Because, you know, sometimes I talk to the young ladies at certain spots, and they are hurt because the guys in their generation, in their age group that they are looking to date, are so far behind what manhood should look like that they feel like they gotta. You got these basically young women dating young men who feel like they have to wean these young men off of their mom's bullshit and then train them out of mom's nonsense, and hopefully they can grasp being a man somewhere in between. And it's not working. And these young women who are dating these guys are basically saying, you know, these women have sabotaged my dating pool. And for a guy of my age, I know it's hard to relate with women around my age, because some of the ones that are mothers or you know, single mothers or whatever, have been accustomed to barking orders at kids, and they can't handle a man because everything is already together. You can't add to my program. I can add to yours, but that comes with a price. You know, I'm not taking your BS. I have my own say so. I don't have to depend on you. And a lot of these young men have to depend on their mothers for too long, to the point where what I was saying earlier about I saw grown men, you know, I'm tired of seeing grown men in restaurants eating big ass plates and their girlfriend's paying for their food. I'm tired of that. And I know the difference between a guy who has been taking care of his woman and she's treating him. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about, you know, these women who are really just taking care of a grown man. And he's just super comfortable with it. And, you know, I can tell because some of these women, how they carry themselves, you know, they're dating these type of guys on purpose, and they're grooming their children to be these type of guys on purpose so they can have control. But but what are you controlling? The bottom of the barrel type of dudes? Like, you got a losing team. You're creating a losing team that you're trying to control. So you're just gonna control a losing team, and you're gonna look crazy. And the reason I say that is because these women are, how can I say this? They think they could do anything. They don't have any standards for themselves. They could dress however they want to dress. They could drink however much they want to drink. They could eat however much they want to eat. They can look as unladylike and unbecoming as possible. They cannot take care of themselves physically and be less feminine. And they just, I'm making money, so you gonna have to, you know, you just gonna have to play ball. And it's like, and that's the conversation and how they come across. And when they meet men, especially men who got it together, it's really, then they want that man to wait on them. To be with you, I'm gonna get it together. Just give me about 6 months of me being with you while I'm getting it together, and then I'll be ready for you. And you got to deal with my shit until them 6 months is up. There's nobody, no. Like, there's a lot of ladies who've been sabotaging manhood with their children and sabotaging manhood by picking sorry ass dudes who want a guy who got it together to actually save them. And there's a portion of men who are not settling either, you know. So I think it's a mess, because now it's about to be a free fall. And you know how I know it's about to be a free fall? Because this isn't a racial thing. I mean, it's like I guess I've hit an age and a time where everybody's just trying to find the best deal, because they ain't looking good out there, pimp. You know, you don't have to do much work to get a woman, especially one who's been sabotaging manhood, because she wants an escape plan out of her losing team. But do you really want to be with somebody who all they know how to do is lose and sabotage you, man? No, because all they're going to do is sabotage you until you lose. So it's like it's just a messed up situation. And then you got these young girls kind of like, they don't necessarily want to date older, but they kind of forced to, because, you know, these guys, I've never in my life, I remember when I was younger, my generation wasn't considered soft. You get what I'm saying? But this younger generation is considered soft, and the young ladies are looking, don't want no soft dude. You know, we used to make fun of mama's boys, but now mama's boys are acceptable to date and be around, and people are just tolerating them. And now you got mama's AARP elderly men. Like, there's too many mama's boys out here. And you can't, and I don't think I'm just blaming women when I say this, but because at some point, as a man, you got to make that decision to be a man. Like, if you chose to be a mama's boy your whole life, or chose to be effeminate your whole life, then you quit on being a man. Because no matter how much a mom tries to teach you to be some subservient dude, a part of you as a man is like, nah. The only, you got to give in to just let yourself be less than a man. But I can see, even when you let yourself be less than a man, you're sabotaging manhood. So you just as responsible. Matter of fact, when you're a kid, you're not responsible. When you become an adult, you're responsible for your manhood. So that's just my 2 cents, and we out.